Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a flip through of 2020 in my Happy Planner Skinny Classic Junk Bullet Journal, Happynichi, Happynichi, Happynichis. And if that is of interest to you, please stay tuned. Now, if this looks familiar, it's because this is what I was setting up for 2021, at least using this cover, but I switched it to this instead, and this is a full year of my Skinny Classic. And in fact, I just filmed another video and I forgot to show you this right here. This back section is only 2 months. So this is 10 months. This is 2 months. And so when we get to that whole junk journal, bullet journal aspect, you'll see why it is so chunky. But I will use this cover for this. I'm actually going to hold on to this because I have some ideas on what I want to do with this. But I did want to do a flip through because there has been a progression of what I've been doing here in my Skinny Classic. Now, I did start this style and this size May of 2019, and I have not looked back. And so this was the I had done a video on this back in, gosh, it must have been late December last year. I don't know. We're coming up on 700 videos. It's all kind of a blur. But this was a planner that was sent to me by both Kelly and Dee. They sent me the exact same planner. Just one was the Happynichi or the Hobby Lobby version, and one was the regular version. So I just used the year at a glance. I don't really use it here, but I am using it in my new one. And I did cover the cover page, and there were quite a few months that I did that. I liked using the dashboard that came with the planners because it had the tabs, but it was a wrong, and I didn't always want to see those girls. So I did do a fair bit of covering up. Now, January and February, I was still dealing with some medical issues. So even though I had lofty ideas to do some doodling and some lettering, come the middle of the month, I actually had gone into, not remission. I was getting better, and then it got worse with my legs. And so that's why that kind of stopped. And at the time, I was still doing it sort of Happynichi version, where every week I would just do whatever I felt like. I don't particularly care for the horizontal layout of the Skinny Classic, so I've always had fun just creating my own spreads, like this beauty here. It's still one of my favorite videos, by the way. And you're going to see, especially in these pages here, that they are left blank because I never really knew what to use them for. Now, going into the latter part of it, you'll see how I've actually done something like this, which is actually kind of funny to me now that I'm thinking about it, but in my own way. And again, not a huge fan of the horizontal layout, but that's what it is. And so I believe for this month, I was trying to challenge myself on what I could do with the layout that came with the planner. The results were mixed, usually on the lower end of good versus the higher end. Although I do believe this is one of my favorites using this layout. I find it dynamic and fun. And so, that was the only win for that month. Again, nothing there. This one was inspired by Sherry because she had used, I don't know if it was in a Skinny Classic, but she had used part of the beginning of her month to be a landing spot to give herself motivation or inspiration to just be better to herself. And I thought that was a great idea, and so that's what I used here. Again, I started out the month just because I was using this page, and that's what's on the back of it, in the horizontal, and this looks way better not on the discs. And I was quite proud of myself. And then I put it on the discs and I'm like, oh, I did that like an os. Absolutely like an os. It was funny though. It was just one of those things like, yeah, that would happen on my channel. And then getting back into just doing my own style. I'm not a huge fan of feathers, but I think this spread came out okay. And just using various things. There's quite a bit of dead space. What was going on in March? Oh. It rhymes with pandemic. Okay, like I normally write something in. Yeah, there was a lot going on. That makes sense. And I'm pretty sure if I read this right now, this would be about the pandemic. For this here, I was feeling kind of low going into it because there was just so much uncertainty and turmoil, and I didn't know what was going to happen from week to week. And so I gave myself this little reminder sheet and try to make something that again was very inspiring and just motivational, just to put one foot in front of the other. And doing my spreads again. And I think this is when I started using 2 different sticker books to challenge myself. So this is a spread, and this is a spread with the exact same sticker books. Yeah, Teresa Collins and Detailed Florals. And then this is Year to Shine and Womankind, but so is this. And I really liked that aspect of trying to match 2 sticker books that may not seem to go together and see what I can get from it. This is Choose Happy and Dream Seeker. This is the end of the month. And then this was some, it was a paper pad, and this was the cover sheet that sort of introduced what the paper was. I thought that came out really cute. Same here. By this point I knew I don't really use these pages, but I do like having a monthly calendar. And did I write? So this is, let me see if I can get this. So this is Choose Happy and Dream Seeker. And this is Choose Happy and Dream Seeker. And I love that by mixing your sticker books, you can get vastly different things. Now I will have to move this, but I'll do that later. And did I write down what this was? No, I did not. If only I had a place to do stuff like that. This is definitely Glam Girl. Yeah, I don't know if, I mean, it doesn't look like I'm doing that challenge. And if I was, I didn't write it down. Maybe I was doing a color challenge. I don't know. I'm really bad at doing stuff like that, where I will do stuff like this and then not write down why I did it. But I was getting better at using this back page. Very much empty. And this was using the Joann's Mega Fun Florals. I don't see what this was. Definitely some kind of floral sticker book. That's pretty. I like that. Oh, I like that too. Is there a theme? Was it florals? Looks like it was florals. Oh, surprise, surprise. Yep, it was definitely florals. I don't like those. Oh, I think for this one I was using just the remainders of sticker pages. Oh, and it looks it. Again, pretty good at filling out the end of the month. Not so much at the beginning. And then going into this, That's clever. 4th of July weekend. Ooh, this is actually all washi. Washi and colorful box stickers. This was Christmas in July. This was my attempt at a vertical layout. I've actually done this before. And then this one was using stickers that I don't generally care for, which are these emoji stickers. And I think this actually worked well. This is the second time that I've tried this because, oh yeah, I think that's what I was doing. I was doing layouts that I'd done before. Oh no, because this is a layout that I've done before. It's actually one of my favorite layouts in the Skinny Classic. And I also had done before where I had made sort of a decorative sticker with the full box sticker and then did my writing up and below it because I wanted to use some stickers that I don't like. Not sure what the theme of this was. It's kind of ugly. Oh, that's okay. Not everything has to be cute. And note page there, but a whole bunch of blank there. Oh, wow. And I think for August, I was doing the ugly Christmas sweater thing. Whew. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it was definitely the ugly Christmas sweater. I don't mind this one so much because it definitely pulls Christmas, but those flamingos, I mean, they've always given me the side eye. That definitely, I think, could have been done better, but it's still pretty cute. And then these girls, the zombie girls. And these are from the Bookish sticker book. And not much writing, but at least there is some writing, and yet a whole bunch of blank space in the beginning. These kind of creeped me out because they look like eyeballs. Not a fan. This is actually kind of nice. Not gonna lie. I know I don't know why I seem so surprised. I mean, obviously I did this, but I mean, September was months ago. It might as well have been like 3 years ago. Oh, this one's kind of loud and cute. I like that one. This looks like some clothes that I had when I was a kid in the 70s. I remember having a muumuu that was kind of like that weird gold mustard sage green. Yeah, I remember. It's beautiful. Again, notes there. Coming into October, I was trying to do like an autumn spooky vibe. I never actually filled this in. Not a surprise, but at least I didn't use those front pages. This is actually scrapbooking paper, and so you'll see that that's the paper that I've used throughout from week to week. I tried to go for that autumn spooky. I don't know that it was very successful, but they do look really nice, and they do feel really nice in the hand because it's such a thick paper. These are really cute stickers too. I remember them. And this one here was probably the most autumny of the layouts that I had for September. But this is probably my most favorite spread just because of this little action here. It took forever to do because I did quite a bit of this off camera. And those weird hands are kind of freaky, but I mean, this really to me is a nice Halloween spread. Maybe not so much that. But this one here, definitely gold star and then no stars. So that's like what, a bronze? Now this is where it changed up for me because at the time I had been doing this and you have seen the progression of how it was where I would just do a week on 2 pages. And then come November, I decided to take that and mix it with this because in October I'd also done this here. And if you've been here on my channel, this will look very familiar. And I had so much fun coming into this. I had so much fun creating this, but I loved the look of it. You guys just don't even know. Even now, when I'm sitting here on my desk, it's just right up there, and I'll just come in here and I'll flip through it because I just enjoy it so much. And I had made this little journal. I had been doing it like on a monthly basis, and it was so fun for me. But I was having a bit of a crisis leaving October because I had discovered Stology. I thought I would give up my Skinny Classic altogether, and then I realized I can combine those two things. And so you'll notice that there is a drastic difference coming into November. First of all, this front page is completed, and that's why that's so hilarious to me, because that basically is that. And I did not realize that until I was doing this flip through right here. But I found a reason to do something like this. And this started as my word of the day. Now it's my thought of the day. I do like tracking my buddy read with my friend Andy. I do like having a monthly calendar for me to refer to. It doesn't need to be very big, but I do like having one. I was doing what worked and what didn't in the setup, not like in my life. I would have my thoughts into the month, my thoughts out of the month. I would do, or for November, I was doing a thankful gratitude, and I wasn't making myself write something every day. No, I just wrote something when I was feeling particularly grateful. And then I also had a place for video ideas. And then it gets into a weekly setup where in the beginning I was just tracking the meals for breakfast and for lunch, typically during the work week, because I like feeling like I'm a Korean vlogger, even though I'm really bad at it. And then just having a space to journal. And the junk journal aspect really comes into these kind of pages here. And then I decided that I prefer this fold out method. And this behind here is just a color wash of Tombows, journaling on top of that. I was decorating before I was journaling. I have flipped that, but I love the look of this. And then as I got into November, it did become a little bit more colorful. I did maintain that sort of layout. I was journaling a lot more, and so sometimes I would have to spill into, like, this is the meals and the horoscope for this. But most of the weeks I was able to just maintain it on just the one sheet. So this is the meals and the horoscope. This is my daily journaling with some collaging. And then I really leaned into that for December. And so for December, the front pages are very collaged and very decorative. And again, it's the same trackers as was in November. My buddy read, the monthly calendar, the thought of the day, what worked, what didn't, thoughts in, thoughts out. Video ideas, and then we get into the monthly or the weekly spreads. And again, what I ate as well as my horoscope, and a week is on one page. But there is a lot more interaction with December, and I love the look of that. I love seeing writing on a page. I love testing out new things. This is a little flip thing where the meals and the horoscope is at. And when I'm setting these up, generally, if I'm doing it on camera or not, I usually have this on my desk. I don't have this open. And I'm always just so surprised when I come in and put this in that, oh, it works really well with the other page. It works really well with the other page. And that just, it makes me happy that, and I think because I sort of had a theme of using this sort of tealy blue or blue, it kept it cohesive when there's a lot of different components. And I just enjoy this little process here. I enjoy coming in to write. I enjoy looking up my daily horoscope. I really enjoy this collaging aspect. And then this is the last weekly spread. This closed mean I wasn't filming anything, same with the week before. And I decided to keep January in January. So I just did some decoration there. I did some decoration there. I was actually clever enough to put down the sticker and then cut it so that you could see it on both pages. That hand still creeps me out, but I've used it. And in this, I tipped in a little card that my friend Tamika had sent me for Christmas. I did my feelings at the end of December, and then sort of a reflection for the end of the year. And I really like how November and December came about, and I will continue in that vein through 2021. The thing with a happy planner and the thing with making your own spreads, whether in a junk journal way, a bullet journal way, or in the Happynichi way, which I consider something more along the lines of this, where you're just doing your own kind of layout. You're not following any pre-made layout that you might have purchased. I love the flexibility, so if I decided to, nope, I want to go back to this, I can. But I am really digging the creativity that this kind of layout and this kind of style affords me. And so you'll see for my January setup, there's actually annual trackers because I have an idea of what I want to do. And so I really want to lean into the bullet journal aspect of that. I didn't really need them here because this wasn't supposed to be that. It was just supposed to be a Happynichi in the Happy Planner vein. You got your month, you got that long page like this, and then you go into a week on 2 pages. This is way more creative. This is way more joyful for me, and I enjoy the process of it a lot more. You see a lot more writing in this, the last 2 months of the year, than you see on a weekly spread. Because really, I was just filling in things that happened during that day. That's it. It doesn't tell me much. It never was meant to be. I was doing a weekly spread. I was enjoying that process, and I was back filling things in. The way that I've done November and December really just speaks to me. I would love to know what you guys think of this flip through, if you've been here the entire time, and if this was quite nostalgic for you as well. Again, some of those I'm like, ooh, that looks like something I do. But I'm really just loving how it progressed into something that just hits me in all the feels in a good way. All right, guys, well, that's it for me for now. And as always, aloha.